What if I told you the Cowboys could be locking down their rising star kicker for years to come and at the same time, exploring two wild trade options involving a top defensive prospect and one of the NFL's most athletic tight ends? That's right, rumors are flying about a Brandon Aubrey extension, and even more shockingly, a potential trade move for Shemar Stewart or Kyle Pitts. Is Dallas getting aggressive this offseason? Cowboys Nation, buckle up, this episode is packed with fire. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your one-stop for all things Dallas Cowboys. If you bleed silver and blue, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss breaking news, trade rumors, and deep dive analysis. Today, we're unpacking a juicy batch of Cowboys rumors, including an early contract extension in the works for Brandon Aubrey, and some unexpected trade buzz connecting the Cowboys to Miami's Shemar Stewart and Atlanta's Kyle Pitts. Let's get straight into it. Let's kick things off with the man who won Cowboys Nation over in 2023, Brandon Aubrey. The former professional soccer player turned NFL kicker had an absolutely stunning rookie campaign. From week 1 to the final whistle, Aubrey proved he wasn't just a temporary fix, he was legit. He finished the regular season converting over 94% of his field goals and, most impressively, nailed 260-plus yarders under pressure. His consistency on kickoffs, clutch gene, and calm under pressure earned him major respect not just in Dallas, but league-wide. So what's the latest? According to multiple sources close to the Cowboys front office, there's internal talk about locking Aubrey up long-term. It makes sense, kickers who can deliver in big moments are rare, and Aubrey is still on a very team-friendly deal. With other key contracts looming, getting his extension done early could save cap space and give the team some roster-building flexibility. Expect to see movement on this front before training camp or early in the season. Jerry Jones isn't about to let a reliable leg walk. But let's move on to what's really igniting the fanbase, the trade rumors. And yes, they're wild. First up, Shemar Stewart. For those who haven't been keeping tabs, Stewart is a highly touted defensive end prospect out of Miami, big, powerful, and disruptive. And while he's still developing, the Cowboys have a history of targeting young, high-upside pass rushers and turning them into stars. Think DeMarcus Lawrence. Think Micah Parsons. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's buzz that Dallas is monitoring Shemar closely, especially if Miami shows interest in moving picks or reshuffling its roster. The Cowboys may look at Stewart as a future anchor on the edge, someone who can learn under D-Law and play across from Micah in hybrid fronts. It's a long shot, and it would depend on draft pick compensation or player swaps, but the interest? It's real. And if this front office sees a game wrecker in him, you can bet they'll make the call. But we're not done. The biggest headline grabber? Kyle Pitts. Yes, that Kyle Pitts. The Atlanta Falcons unicorn tight end, a former top 5 draft pick who's been underutilized in a run-heavy offense, is back in the rumor mill. With the Falcons shifting toward a more balanced scheme under new leadership, there are whispers they might entertain trade offers to reset value and focus elsewhere. And who's reportedly checking in? You guessed it, the Dallas Cowboys. This one's a blockbuster if it happens. Imagine pairing CeeDee Lamb with a healthy Kyle Pitts. Imagine giving Dak Prescott a tight end who can line up anywhere, inline, in the slot, outside. Pitts is a matchup nightmare, a 6'6" freak athlete with elite ball skills. He'd give the Cowboys offense the kind of flexibility and explosiveness it hasn't had at tight end since peak Jason Witten, and even then, Pitts brings an entirely different dimension. Of course, acquiring Pitts wouldn't be cheap. It would likely cost a day 2 pick, possibly more, depending on what Atlanta wants. But Dallas has a history of being calculated risk-takers. Brandon Cooks, Stephon Gilmore, Amari Cooper, and this could be another swing for the fences type move. With Jake Ferguson on the rise and Luke Schoonmaker still developing, a Pitts trade would signal a total shift in offensive identity and send a message that the Cowboys are going all in. It's worth noting that some in the front office reportedly see Pitts as gettable, not in the sense that he's available now, but that Atlanta could be swayed if the price is right. With training camp around the corner and roster evaluations intensifying, don't be surprised if talks heat up in the next few weeks. So where does that leave us? You've got Brandon Aubrey, a breakout kicker who could soon be locked in for the next several seasons. You've got Shemar Stewart, a young defensive monster with long-term upside. And then there's Kyle Pitts, the ultimate offensive weapon that could change everything in Kellen Moore's playbook. Put it all together, and you have a Dallas Cowboys team that isn't just looking to fill gaps, they're trying to build a Super Bowl-caliber roster from every angle: special teams, defense, and explosive playmakers. This front office knows that the NFC is wide open. The Eagles are still strong, but beatable. The 49ers have questions at quarterback. And the Cowboys? They're right in that mix, one or two bold moves away from breaking through the divisional round curse and making a real run at the Lombardi. That's why these rumors matter. Because behind every report, every phone call, and every roster tweak is a bigger strategy at play, and the Cowboys are quietly assembling pieces that could explode come week 1. All right, Cowboys Nation, it's time for your take. Would you sign Brandon Aubrey to a multi-year deal now, or wait another season? Do you think Shemar Stewart is worth a trade gamble, even as a young prospect? And what about Kyle Pitts? Is he the missing piece, or too pricey to pursue? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one, and I want to know where you stand. If you enjoyed this update and want more in-depth Cowboys coverage, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always first to hear the latest. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, because if even one of these rumors turns into reality, it's going to be a wild season in Dallas. As always, stay loyal, stay loud, and go Cowboys!